Welcome back, guys, to yet another World of Warcraft video on this channel. Today we have a little bit of a new video, not like insanely new or something that you haven't heard of before, but we are going to be talking about what I do for gold making at the moment. A lot of people ask questions around the live stream of what I do for actual gold making at the moment. And the reason that people do that is because a lot of what I do right now is I'm working on my alt army. And besides that, we actually just do the mission table. And much of my gold making and much of my auction house posting is not something that we've done a lot lately on the actual stream. So that's something that people have been asking about. So today's video is basically me just wanting to go over it a little bit of what we've done recently. Now here on my second account, you guys can see that for the last week, so yeah, you can see 23 days. For the last week, we've sold for 1.1 million. Now, all of this is a bunch of stuff. A lot of it is from the mission table materials itself, but some of it is also some, transmog pieces, it's some cosmetic pieces, it's some old world materials here and there. And we actually also have some Legion materials here from our adventures from Legion Time Walking, and then we also have some flips here and there. But the other thing is actually what I just post, and just to go over it a little bit with you guys so you have an idea of what I actually look at. Now, I also want to make a video at one point where I go into potentially good flips or specific materials or markets that have done very well for me in the past, to give you guys some extra insight on potential flips that you can do yourself. But anyway, you guys can see we have some reputation related TBC items. We have battered hilts, which some of you may know. Coin of many faces. We have toys. We have a lot of pets as well. These pets, the court messenger is one of those pets that come out specifically from my mission table adventures with the polished pet charms. I'll show you guys a stack in a second. And then we have a lot of pets. We have a lot of island transmog, some specific investments that I did for 10.0. We have some, obviously, Corphia and Torghast transmog, some more reputation-related TBC stuff. And then we have a bunch of pets, and also we have some more Legion materials, and we have some mounts all over the place. So you guys can see it's not that insane of things that we have currently on Terran Mill. Now, the other things that I'm doing besides this is actually a couple server transfers. They might actually also just to say, most of them have finished, and what it was I took a couple weeks ago, almost a month ago, I actually took BOEs from Terran Mill specifically, and I moved it over to other servers to actually sell them for potentially more. And then I started flipping on those other servers until eventually I can start bringing some of that gold back onto Terran Mill. So at the moment, my gold making is at a standstill, besides mostly what I do on Terran Mill. Now, obviously, with my mission tables, there's also a lot of gold that is held up in polished pet charms, but also in raw gold. And in raw gold, you obviously don't see it here. And with as many mission tables as I have, you guys can expect, I'll just show you guys, I get around 1700 average raw gold per day per character, and I do 45 tables every single day, which turns out to be 76,500 gold every day, and we get times that by 30 for a full month. We get 2.3 million every month in raw gold. So if we divide it by 4, it's an extra 573,000 gold that should actually be on this list right here. So is it really insane, the amount of gold that we've actually been able to sell for this week? No, not stupidly insane for what what I normally or what I do at other times, but I am very happy that I'm still able to keep these numbers up, even though I'm so focused on actually working on my alt army specifically. And I'm very happy about it, and I want to make more videos like this, like not straight up just mailbox openings. If I do mailbox openings, I want to talk to you guys about where the specific materials come from, or why I go for them, or why they're great, and everything related to that. Now, some other investments that I would also like to talk to you guys about. You guys can obviously see we have 33,351 polished pet charms. This was after I decided that I was going to start holding on to them until we know some more about the new expansion. And now we do, so now I can start making more decisions as to what I want to buy. You guys can see that we have a absolute ton of whelplings around here, which is also a Dragonflight investment. And if you guys saw my previous video on the fact that Blizzard actually is going to make it white and gray items transmoggable, that means eventually we're going to be able to see something like the Noble's Monocle, which is, you know, Auctioneer transmog, and the top hat as well. There's a bunch of other white items as well besides this, and I think in the future, when we get closer to it, maybe we get an idea of what Blizzard will actually put as transmoggable items, because they did not say they will do it for everything, but they would do it for some things. But something that I can recommend you guys, if you have space on your accounts, make a character or two where you save every single gray and white item that you find that you think looks cool or could be used for a commoner or civilian transmog set. It's, you know, the worst that can happen is that it doesn't work out, and then you can vendor it as you were planning to anyway. But that's actually where most of my activities have been in the last week. Obviously, besides this, we don't do much else right now. But obviously, I will talk to you guys about that if we do. And as always, most of this goes on the stream anyway, but I wanted to make this video, as I talked about in the beginning, because of the fact that we hadn't done much of this specifically on the stream. But anyway, that is going to be everything that I had for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel with all the notifications on. And until the next one, see you guys.